I wanted to talk about makeouts that could be causing your breakouts. Is your date the one who is responsible for your face freaking out? And because Valentine's Day is right around the corner, I thought this would be a little bit appropriate, because sometimes when we're having date night, the pimples were not invited, but they just decide to show up anyways. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about kind of how it happens and why making out can cause acne, and then my tips and tricks to making sure that a makeout session does not lead to a breakout session. So before you start swapping the spit, I wanted to kind of give you the science as to kind of why this happens and what you can do about it. So first off, let's talk about faces. When your face is eating somebody else's face, you're in really close proximity. So what does that mean? Well, you're not just swapping saliva, but you're also swapping sebum. We know that we're not supposed to touch our face throughout the day. We know that if we touch and if we pick, we're gonna stimulate oil, we're gonna cause breakouts, we're gonna spread bacteria. Well, even if you're a pro at keeping your fingers away from your face, if your face is bam shakalaka up against someone else's face, it's kind of almost the exact same thing. You're touching, you're moving things around, and you could be irritating your skin and even swapping oil with somebody else. So oil that you didn't even know was there is now not only being pushed around your face, but it's being pushed around somebody else's face, along with whatever bacteria you have on your skin and whatever bacteria they have on their skin. The next thing is saliva. When you are getting smooch happy, your saliva or someone else's saliva is all over your face. Now, saliva does belong in your mouth because it can be very drying. So if you're gonna make out with someone, that's all good and well, but if that spit stays on your face, it can cause drying, it can cause chappedness, and there's a reason saliva is on the inside of your mouth. It has a different pH, which is kind of the acidity or basic level of the acids in your mouth. And when that gets on your skin, it can really dry things out. And what happens when your skin is dry? It wants to produce more oil to kind of help with that, which is not good. Also, if you are making out with someone who has stubble or a beard, it's kind of like stabbing you in the face 1,000 times. And if that's the case, that can be very irritating and scratching to the skin. A lot of people have used facial cleansers that have rough shells or things like that actually irritate their skin. Well, facial stubble is kind of like the same thing. And I don't want that near my face. And unfortunately, if the person that you're making out with has that kind of stubble or kind of like rough hairs on their face, that can cause issues for your complexion as well. So when making out does become a regular part of your love life and your beauty routine, what are you supposed to do? I have a couple tips and tricks and products that can kind of help with that I would personally recommend, because who wants to have to sacrifice a makeout for the sake of a breakout? Like, that's not cool. So the first thing you want to do is prep. This is kind of like your shield defense against someone else's face. And the first thing you want to do is moisturize. So adding a moisturizer to your skin before you start licking someone else's face is going to kind of act as a shield between your skin and theirs. And it kind of helps to prevent their oil from getting on your face and your facial oil and bacteria from getting on theirs. So it's kind of like your little protection step. And double points if it does contain something like salicylic acid that helps to fight acne, because that way you're fighting acne at the same time as adding this little shield or little barrier. Just avoid things like benzoyl peroxide. Benzoyl peroxide is an acne chemical that can bleach your hair and skin and also clothing. So if you're making out with your date, you don't want them to go home with like a terrible stain on their shirt or whatever. But this is one that I personally love. This is from Juice Beauty. It's an oil-free moisturizer. It is amazing. This is also organic and all natural, and it doesn't taste like chemicals, because when you're making out with someone, okay, I'm just putting it out there. So this is one that I would personally recommend. And kind of your first step is to kind of use a moisturizer as a barrier and a defense. So after you are done with your smooch fest, you do want to touch up. Just the way you would take like a foundation compact out of your purse and touch up, you want to do the same thing with your skin. Take out a towelette or a moisturizing wipe or something and get that saliva off of your face. Wherever face was sucking on your face, use that to kind of remove whatever saliva or whatever oil was kind of on there. So this is one from Pixi Cosmetics that I love. These are the moisturizing cleansing cloths that have aloe vera, and aloe vera is also very soothing. So if you are getting that friction from someone else's face, the aloe vera can help smooth them. But kind of take this cloth and just kind of smooth it over wherever it was that you are being made out with. And that kind of removes that saliva, kind of gets your skin reset. And then you can go in with your foundation or whatever else to kind of touch up your look if you were wearing foundation in the first place. My camera battery died. Just like my love life. Kidding! When out becomes a regular part of your skincare routine and your love life, you should be using a post-makeout mask. And a post-makeout mask is kind of like hitting reset on your face. And I love masks a lot more than I like cleansers because, like, when you think about it, you're cleansing for maybe 30 seconds or 2 minutes when you're in the shower or by the sink, but a mask literally sits on your face for 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. And when making out becomes regular, you want to give your skin that little extra boost. This is one from Lush called Cupcake. Bare Minerals has a great one that is formulated for acne. If you want to spend a little bit more money, Givenchy has a really great black clay mask. This is one of my favorites from Lush. It's called Cupcake, and it's amazing because it's a fresh face mask. It is handmade, it is cruelty free, and it smells like freaky-deaking cupcakes. Who doesn't want stuff that smells like chocolate on their face or on their skin? What's also amazing about this is that it makes a great gift. So if you know you're going to be making out with someone and you want to give them like a really awesome Valentine's Day gift, this is an awesome bet because it smells like chocolate and it's skincare and it'll make their face pretty and it smells like chocolate and it looks like chocolate and it smells like chocolate and it's cruelty free and it's from Lush and it smells like chocolate. Did I mention it smells like chocolate? You can apply this, 10, 15, 20 minutes before you get in the shower and then rinse it off. Or if you don't have a date, you could just chill on the couch with all of your cats and a pint of Ben & Jerry's because they are great companions. And just binge watch Netflix for 3 hours with this on your face because that'll really kind of get it into your pores. And it's a good idea to do 1 to 3 times a week depending on how much making out you're doing. But when you decide to pucker up, make sure you are also protecting your skin. And a pre or post makeout mask is a great way to do that. I hope that you guys enjoyed these tips and tricks. That is the science of why swapping spit can cause some skin irritation and kind of my little tips and tricks to kind of combating that. And I do post new videos every Monday and every Thursday, so be sure to check back. And if you want more videos on acne, on skincare, on love life, on cats, anything like that, be sure to check my app, which is Cassandra Bankson, because we post really awesome stuff on there. We get like super personal sometimes, but anyways, did I mention this smells like chocolate? Anyways, no matter who you are or are not making out with, always remember to stay beautiful. And I cannot wait to see you guys all in the next video. Love you guys. Bye! For today's video, I wanted to show you how to rock pink eyeshadow for a natural everyday look. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon palette that I got recently and I love it. But when I was posting about it on Snapchat, a lot of people had questions and said, I don't want to buy the palette because I can't wear pink on my eyes. And if you wear pink the wrong way, it can make you look like you got a big infection in your face.